Before the game, this photo of Steph went viral. You can check out the swelling on that right thumb. Steph has been dealing with that thumb injury since January. Here's what he had to say about it after the game.
State of your thumb right now? Cold? There was a picture, I don't know if you've seen it online, where it looks pretty swollen. I think it was with you walking to the plane.
I got your feds on me? What are you talking about? I don't even know how to answer it. It's just something you're dealing with and you keep it moving. As long as I can play. You got to rap for a reason, but that's it.
Do you feel it's impacting your game at all?
No.
I mean, obviously, he's not going to say that is impacting. You don't want to give more of that to the Houston Rockets. They play tonight, Game 6. I think the Warriors can close. But I wanted to do this video about what the media said, and I got super surprised. I was amazed with the media supporting what Dilon Brooks is doing and trying to do with Steph, right? He's clearly trying to hurt Steph and targeting that injured thumb. We're going to see the play, which for me, it's clear that's unprofessional. I don't think that is sportsmanship. That is not a fair play. And I'm going to comment more about the video. But I want you to see what actually Dilon Brooks said, admitting that he's trying to do that.
Gonna come play the game injured or whatever you guys are all about the game. You know, if I had an injured ankle, I would attack that ankle every single time. So whatever they're saying on the broadcast, they can keep saying it.
He's admitting he's trying to hit that. And I know that right now the league allow it in what they call high five, right? If the ball is out of the shooting hand, you can technically touch that hand. So I would say that even in those situations, it's okay because you're not doing anything that the league is not allowing. And I think they will change that in the summer. I posted in the video yesterday, Steph Curry mentioned about it. And I think they need to change because someone's going to get hurt. And once a star player get hurt, it's not good for anyone. It's not good for the team. It's not good for the fans, for the TV, for the league. So they need to improve that because players are definitely taking advantage. But Dilon Brooks is going much far from that. So I was surprised when I heard Stephen A. and other media journalists mentioning that they were fine with it. That was part of sports. I don't know if they're seeing the right clip or if they're talking about the right play because it doesn't make sense for me. Like for me, it's absurd. Like you are trying to hurt a play with extra handsy, being extra handsy with extra swipes out of the play completely when the ball is already completely out. Like that's not fair. And I want to know your comment or your point of view on this. Leave in the comments. But I also mentioned this. What do you think everyone in the media would be saying if the person doing that was Draymond Green? Because I heard one of them in an interview saying, yeah, but you can't say anything if you had Draymond Green in the team. And I agree. And I never supported any of the dirty plays that Draymond Green did. But I can still say something because Draymond Green, on the other hand, has always been, or let's say most of the case, he was punished for what he did. He was suspended. He got ejected. He got fouls that sometimes he not even committed. He got ejector or flagrancy fouls that other players wouldn't get because of his reputation. So, and Dilon Brooks is dirty. We know that. Like, he has improved as a player. I agree with that, and I'm seeing this series. I'm gonna give that, but he's dirty. He goes that extra that is beyond like being tough. It's being like on purpose of hurting the opponent. So look at what the media said, and then I'm gonna show you the play that I'm talking about.
Do you like, love, or hate Dylan's comments?
I love it. I mean, it's basketball. Whenever you hear of
not
weaknesses that people have, you go at that. And with Steph Curry, like KP, excuse me if I'm wrong on this, but it's always been in the game of basketball. I don't know how you play, but I would assume where you're from, we play similarly. If your hand is hurt, I'm breaking down on the ball. I'm sorry. Hand is part of the ball. If you got a hurt thumb, hurt ankle, whatever debilitating issue you have, it's going to be attacked.
Or maybe the league will fix it.
What do you mean the league's fixing it? The man's thumb is compromised. On his shooting hand, the greatest shooter that ever lived might be compromised. And somebody's not going to try to exploit that. Stop.
It's unbelievable. Look at this one.
This right here, I think is kind of part of sports.
It's the play.
And why, and I know the NFL is different, but it's why teams are so cagey about injury reports. You know,
Oh, sure, they're playing
about
about.
try not to say what your injury is. Now, again, there is a line. If Steph were on the ground, you can't be like, oh, is that the injury thumb? Let me step on it. You can't do that. But I do think that if a post player has bruised ribs, that boxing him out extra hard is fair. And I do think that, oh, you have a hurt hand, a few extra little swipes, slaps, or whatever, that to me, and I know, listen, I really like Steph Curry, even though at times I'm a critic, and I do not like Dilon Brooks, but I have to be fair and honest about what I believe. I don't think this is out of bounds.
I'm totally with you on that. Like, now, I don't like Brooks after you go for the shot. I don't like the extra stuff because that's the side of basketball.
Yeah.
But as far as making basketball plays, if he goes up for a layup or something and I'm going to swipe at his hand, I think that's in bounds. Like you said, if you're boxing out, you hit somebody's ribs, and Brooks probably is trying to hurt him, just keeping it real.
You see that somehow for me they're contradicting themselves, right? Because the play, one of the plays, like Brooks around the 5 games so far has tried to hit Steph, hold Steph, and scratch whatever you can say in multiple ways. Like he's trying to hit Steph's hand with his arm, with his hand, with his body, with everything. The play that I'm gonna show you specifically, he tried to swipe twice after the play is even over, like the ball is already in the basket. And he's trying to swipe Steph's hand like that's not professional. Again, like I don't think the league should allow that because he said like you saw that you're saying he's trying to hurt Steph. Everyone knows that, and the league needs to do something. I would ask you, like, doesn't matter if you're a Warriors fan, unless you're a Rockets fan in this series, right? But would you rather watching Dilon Brooks or Stephen Curry? Like, it's not good for the league at all, right? You're hurting your star players. Like, it's not good for anyone. You got to protect them. You still need to allow the defensive guys to be tough. I'm not saying that. I don't want a soft basketball, but you shouldn't allow people to try to injure other ones on purpose because you're opening room. You're giving, like, for the future, for other, places where people is going to start spoil the rules. It's not nice. Like you really need, I think the league will need to fix this or put some boundaries in this rule because it just doesn't make sense at all. And it's being very, very explored by the Houston Rockets in the series against the Warriors and especially against Stephen Curry. Look at the play. So this is the play that I was saying. You see that Steph is going to do twice the dribble, is going to shoot the 3. And the first one is fine. But look, first swipe. Sorry, and I missed. I'm going to put that again for you. So look at this. He swiped twice Steph's hand. So look, the dribble after the shot, right? So I think the first one is fine. There is over once, twice. He tries to hit twice the hand after the ball is released. Makes no sense. Like, he really shouldn't allow that. And that's just one of them. There's other ones on game 5 where he hit it with the arm. So, and in other games as well where he went over even Steph's ankles. So, like, look, we all want to win in the league. We all want our teams to win. But it needs to be fair, right? Otherwise, like, you gotta remember, everyone there, like, has family, has kids, like they are professionals. You gotta respect each other as well, right? You gotta play tough, be competitive, but not to that point. Like everything needs a limit, and I think he's crossing a line, and the league is allowing it. I want to know your opinion. Let me know your thoughts about what Dilon Brooks is doing, about him as a player. If you think Steph and Steve Kerr are right in saying that the league should do something. And to be clear, Stephen Curry didn't complain. He said he doesn't agree. He says when he believes he's being fouled, but he's keep playing, doing what he has to do. I think the Warriors can win tonight. Warriors in 6. Let me know your comments. Have a great day, a great game. Bye.